My boss fired me for reporting safety violations. 6 months later, I foreclosed on his house. This is the story of how I turned a termination letter into a foreclosure notice, and it was 100% legal. Let me set the scene. I worked for a mid-sized construction company. My boss, let's call him Dave, was the CEO. Built the company from nothing. Self-made millionaire, luxury cars, massive house, the whole package. But Dave had one fatal flaw. He cut corners. Safety equipment, too expensive. Proper permits, slows us down. OSHA compliance, waste of time. I was the project manager. My job was to keep things running smoothly, but I also had a responsibility to keep the crew safe. So when I saw Dave skipping mandatory safety protocols on a high-rise project, I reported it, anonymously, to OSHA. Big mistake. OSHA showed up, fined the company $250,000, shut down the project for 2 weeks. Dave was furious. He didn't know who reported him, but he started digging. Within a month, he figured it out. Friday afternoon. Dave called me into his office. "You're fired, effective immediately. Collect your things and get out." No severance, no explanation, just gone. I tried to fight it, lawyer up, file a wrongful termination suit. But Dave had expensive lawyers. They buried me in paperwork, dragged it out for months. Eventually, I ran out of money and dropped the case. I was broke, unemployed, blacklisted in the industry. Dave won, or so he thought. Here's what Dave didn't know about me. I'm a financial nerd. Before construction, I worked in real estate finance, mortgages, foreclosures, debt restructuring. I knew how the system worked, and when you're unemployed with nothing but time, you start researching. So I dug into Dave's finances, public records, county assessor, court filings, all legal, all public information. And I found something interesting. Dave's company took out a massive loan during the 2008 recession, $5 million, high interest rate, used his personal house as collateral. The loan was sold, multiple times. Passed from bank to bank like a hot potato. Eventually, it ended up with a small debt-buying firm in Delaware. They bought distressed mortgages for pennies on the dollar. And here's the kicker. Dave had been making payments for years, never missed one. But the loan servicer changed. Again, the new servicer sent payment instructions to an old address. Dave never got them. 3 months of missed payments. Not because Dave didn't have the money, but because the notice went to the wrong place. Under the terms of the loan, 3 missed payments triggered a default clause. The debt-buying firm had the legal right to foreclose, but they weren't doing anything about it. Small firm, thousands of loans, no bandwidth to chase them all. So I made a decision. I contacted the debt-buying firm, made them an offer. I wanted to buy Dave's loan. They laughed at first. Who buys a single mortgage? But I made a compelling case. I offered them a fair price, more than they paid for it, but still a discount. Quick sale. Cash deal, clean transaction. They agreed. For $47,000, I now owned Dave's $5 million mortgage. Now here's where it gets fun. Because Dave was in default, I had the legal right to demand immediate payment of the full balance, or foreclose. I sent Dave a formal notice, certified mail, legal language, 30 days to pay the full balance or enter foreclosure proceedings. Dave ignored it. He thought it was a scam, threw it in the trash. So I filed for foreclosure. County courthouse, all the proper paperwork. Hired a lawyer to make sure everything was airtight. The notice hit the public record. That's when Dave's lawyer called me. "What the hell are you doing?" I explained, calmly, professionally. "I own the loan. He's in default. I'm exercising my legal right to foreclose." Dave's lawyer threatened to sue, called it harassment, retaliation. My lawyer responded with one sentence. "Your client defaulted on a secured loan. We're following standard foreclosure procedures. See you in court." We went to court. Dave's defense? He never got the payment instructions. My response? Doesn't matter. The loan servicer sent notice to the address on file. Dave's responsibility to update it. The judge agreed. Foreclosure approved. Dave had 2 options. Pay the full $5 million balance or vacate the property. He couldn't pay. The company was cash-strapped after the OSHA fines. Banks wouldn't refinance because of the ongoing legal issues, so Dave lost the house. The same house he bought with money he made cutting corners. The same house he lived in while I was unemployed and broke. Gone. Here's what happened next. I sold the house at auction, got $4.2 million for it. After paying off the loan balance, fees, and legal costs, I cleared about $600,000. Not bad for a $47,000 investment. Dave, he moved into a rental. Downsized. Sold the luxury cars. The company survived, but barely. Last I heard, he's still in business. Still cutting corners, but now he's broke. And everyone in the industry knows why. As for me, I used the money to start my own construction company. We do things the right way. Proper permits, OSHA compliance, safety first. And business is good. Because when you build a reputation for doing things right, people trust you. Dave taught me that lesson. just not the way he intended. People ask me if I feel bad. I don't. Dave fired me for doing the right thing. He cut corners, put lives at risk, and when I reported it, he destroyed my career. All I did was follow the law, the same law he ignored when it suited him. He gambled, he lost, and that's not revenge. That's just the system working the way it's supposed to.